All right, traders, another fantastic day in the chat room. The trading is phenomenal right now. If you have a chance, get in front of your screens. Market is just fantastic. So we're going to do the watch list video for, can't believe it's already Friday, October 13th. Uh-oh, Friday the 13th. SPY hanging around at all-time highs, so no worries there. Let's go right into the watch list, AKER. Big volume spike, well off its highs at the close. Let's go to intraday and just kind of glance at it. Huge pop in the morning and really didn't do anything, but also didn't round trip. For me, that means I can watch it the next day. We might get a quiet red to green. You kind of have the same scenario in AMPE. You had a really big midday rally and then kind of squeaked back down, closing off its highs, but kind of in the middle of its range. Certainly might give a nice trade tomorrow. And remember, guys, I'm a day trader. I'm looking for things that can give me a nice intraday setup, make some quick money, move on to the next one, and so on. So that's where I live. These lower price stocks that can make these nice percentage moves, getting in at the exact moment when I should be green right away. Inflection point trading, always with stacked catalysts. You hear all the terms all the time. We're putting it to work every day in the chat room. RPRX, I don't generally trade the sub-dollar ones, but this was a really nice move from 32 cents in 2 sessions all the way to 90. Couple days lower. Nice reversal today, closing near its highs. Worth watching for a follow-through on that bounce tomorrow. INFI certainly extended here, right? Had a nice trade on this one in the chat room today. And, you know, I generally don't want to trade. Usually, it's very, very rare for something to have a candle like this and the next day another nice move. But sometimes we get a nice setup. So really keep that one on watch for about a week, in my opinion. MTBC, not in love with this one, but when you switch to 15-minute candles, you know, you had this huge pop, lower high, sideways, and it's kind of chipping away at this lower high. Hit it here, 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 and just sideways. So if we can get up to this area, it might just rip up and make a challenge at $4, and anything's possible after that. So it does move well at times. Definitely want to watch it. CTRV, another sub-dollar stock, but this is a pretty handsome chart. You have this big pop. Now you've got a lower high. Nice volume on both of these days. So it certainly looks good over 76 tomorrow, which might just push it right up through this 80 cents, and then maybe it heads to 200. I mean, anything's possible. So that's a pretty good setup there. That's one of those stacked catalyst setups I look for. ROKA, nice trade in this one today, and it still looks good. You had the big boom inside day. Wayne and I were on the mic walking everybody through exactly what we were looking for as this was setting up. And it literally looked like this while we were on the mic. And I said, you've got a high, you've got a lower high here. You've level 2 looked good over $1.85, which happened to be this lower high. So I loved it over $1.85, and you can see what happened there. And you know, we called this idea ahead of time. That's how we call all of our trades. We give you the ideas ahead of time. Hey, I like this if it breaks $1.85. A quick move to 210, and ended up closing strong after that too. But in our chat room, there's never any where you're sitting there waiting to hear what the moderator's going to jump in and then let you know he just jumped in. That isn't trading. That's logging in every day, hoping to ride someone's coattails and hoping there's enough volume, and ended up playing musical chairs after the moderator's in. Everyone piles in, and then everyone's worried the moderator's going to dump. There's none of that. We show you the setups. We teach you the setups. You know what we're looking at before we get in, and where we're going to get in if it triggers. If you've never been in a chat room like that, and odds are you probably haven't, if you haven't been in ours, I'm telling you, it's a different world, and very, very proud of the teamwork, not just of what I just said, but of the teamwork in there. The members are fantastic and absolutely always looking for the setups that we teach and openly share one when they see it setting up. It's almost like everybody is cheering for everybody in there, and we don't have any nonsense. We don't have any pumping. Just no nonsense, right? Anyway, I don't mean to brag on the room, but it's my favorite place to trade every day. LINU had this big pop, came back down, nice secondary pop, and now a couple red days on lower volume. Great setup for a possible pop tomorrow, so we'll watch that one. LBIX, man, a huge 2-day move. Well, a day and a half, right? Because it popped, and then on an intraday basis, all the way up to 280 before settling in right around 180. Then today, on lower volume, gave back a lot of it, but not a complete retrace. This is also, as squinky and as weird as that looks, might give a nice setup tomorrow and another nice percentage move. We'll see. RGSE goes on bounce watch. You had the gap up yesterday, and you've got 2 red days after the gap up. Very low volume today. Pretty good candidate. You know, close to a well, not close to a gap fill, but this one might find some support in this area and turn back up tomorrow. And then lastly on my list, which is plenty, right? SRNE, really big 3-day run. Generally, you want this to come back down to this area below the, at least below the 8-day, but this one's so powerful on this move, $1.80 to 3.80 over 3 sessions, that sometimes that one red day and it's right back up. So this is a good candidate for a move on Friday. Also, we'll add some gappers in the morning, so that's plenty to watch. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see everybody tomorrow.